Welcome back to another episode of the Movie Dungeon. I am your host, Dwayne, the flyest nerd you know. And today we got Lanterns. So let's get into it. So Lanterns just premiered the first episode, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding this show due to the marketing and to the trailers and how the lack of certain elements. But after this episode, all of that shit went out the window. This is a good ass episode, and it's shaping up to be a good ass show. Off the bat. DC. Where was this at before? Where was this at before? This was great. The chemistry between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart that they portray in the show is phenomenal. That older, younger cop, replacement, trope, it works perfectly here, and they do it so damn well. I do like that they still keep Hal Jordan, his characteristics is still primitive because, he is casted older in this. But he's still a little arrogant, he's still a little hothead, he still calls his own shots and does what he wants to do. And you can still see that. But he still has respect. He still, for lack of, he still follows authority. He's still a man of honor. And I'm loving how everything is going so far with this show. Aaron Pierre's, Jon Stewart, ripped right out the comics. His attitude, his mannerism, his voice. You even see in a couple of flashbacks, you do see his goatee. And I'm like, yo, this is him. This is boy right here. And he plays them very well. I'm glad we're getting this version, because they do a lot of times jumps. But they do this version of him not even having the ring yet and stuff like that. It works perfect for me. It's a good grounded work for us to follow John throughout the rest of the DCU. And they're setting it up pretty damn well, in my opinion. Also, other things they set up is the mystery in this show. The mystery show is pretty good. They start to introduce the Manhunters just a little bit, showing that there's a hint of another alien force out there that's inhabiting Earth. There was like this little shootout at a football game, and a lot of the town folks say are there, but there's some people that don't stand out, and they drive that a lot because it is a small city. Everybody knows everybody, and they make a couple jokes about that too. So the fact that these people were kind of unidentified to the public made them a little more suspicious, and that mystery went so well. And I can't have it anyway. I do like I said earlier, I do like the time jumps in this. You do get something in 2016. I know you get some in 2026. I want to say and then near the year when John was a little boy. So far they're handling that well. A lot of time jumps back and forth can be a little convoluting, and it could be a little confusing to a lot of people, even to me sometimes. And then you got to adjust off, maybe something happened, made the character change, whatever. But they doing that very well. And for some reasons, I feel like, I don't know if we're going to get more of the Jon Stewart as a son, when he was a boy, besides what we saw in the trailers. Like I said, he holding up a little outfit or pajamas of the Green Lantern. So I feel like there's still going to be, flashbacks, but not heavy flashbacks. I still think, if anything, we're going to get more to 2026 and the year that 2016, the year he's training. So I'm very excited for this. For so far what they setting up. So far. The constructs that they conjure up in this, fire, man. Fire. People are complaining. This is one of the critiques, because we didn't get it in the trailer. Why are you upset that we didn't get something in the trailer, when everybody's main complaint is that the trailers give away absolutely fuck off everything? So the fact that we got constructs that wasn't all in the trailer, I like it, man. I like it. And I definitely like the way that they're using their powers. He used a counterfeit money to do things. You can tell Hal's a little asshole when it comes down to his. And his constructs are kind of simple, where Jon Stewart in the comics are a little more elaborate, a little more detailed, a little more little more out there, but a lot more cooler. You would say, you know, Hal would do like if somebody's falling, use like a mattress, but you know, maybe somebody who's falling, John might do like a bouncy house or something. Like it's just a whole different thing. And I like that, and it does really show off the point. The lore building in this is great. I am finding myself asking more questions than I'm getting answers, and that's good for a first episode. That's good for a first episode. You definitely how he definitely does talk about, you know, how he got the ring and stuff, and how it was the traditional way. You know, Lantern died, and you know, pretty much it found him, and boop boop boop, he got the ring. But you know, for John, this doesn't really happen, bro. Like, you know, the Guardians chose you. Like, it's kind of weird, bro. Like, they forcing me out type shit. But you still get the lore mixed in with all of that, like I said. So I definitely love that. In this episode, they do introduce a family. Now this family seems to know a lot. They bail Hal Jordan out of jail. But they seem to know a lot about these alien conflict that the Lanterns are investigating. And I don't know, man. Something about them. I'm gonna get that in my prediction, though. But I'm very excited for what this episode and what the season got to bring. We're definitely seeing a lot more than what I expected that the show was going to show, especially in the first opening. They even showed us the overall be-all mystery of the season, which is who killed Hal. And that's how the episode ended. Is like you see Hal's body with a bullet hole in it. And I'm like, and there was rumors that they were going to kill off Hal in the first episode. Well, how did he do? You know, he's not really killed off because, you know, next episode, we still got to go through the training. We still got to go through more story. But just know that's the end-all, be-all is that he's capped. I'm like, oh, man. I thought he would have just been, gave the ring, or there would have been a way where they both got the rings like it was in the comics. But no, this is really, they're really passing the torch in almost a forceful way. And I'm just like, damn, bro, I wish they kind of didn't kill him off, or alluding that they are going to kill him off. But, you know, and in comics, man, I'm pretty sure the ring resurrected somebody it was a holder of. It just need to be back on them. I don't know. But for my predictions, though, prediction time. For my prediction, though, that family that's helping the Lanterns and stuff like that, they're aliens. Motherfuckers know way too much about what's going on. You know, we are fans of the Lanterns, but my employer, we can't tell you why my employer wanted to bail you out and stuff like that, and whoop de woo woo woo. Yeah, you're an alien. You're a fucking alien. I'm surprised Hal didn't quite question it, just like he questioned that one dude in the interrogation room about being an alien. Like, he seemed to have this good idea of when people are bullshitting him, and for some reason that dude just either he was doing it so well, or Hal was just too intrigued in what was going on that for him to even pay attention to the dude's underlying motives. But either way it go, the show is fire, fantastic. Can't wait for episode 2 next week. Need to go ahead and hurry the hell up. But yeah, I'll leave it all to you guys. What do you guys think about the new HBO show Lanterns? And did you think DC is doing a good job now, especially after Supergirl? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe. This is the Movie Dungeon. I'm the flyest nerd you know. Peace.